Welcome to Fuddled Fox FM in this Football Manager 2017 experiment. Today we're trying to prove which country has the strongest second tier. The leagues we'll be comparing are the Sky Bet Championship, Ligue 2 in France, the second Bundesliga in Germany, La Liga 2 in Spain and Serie B in Italy. So let's take a look at what teams we will be using for the experiment. So I've taken the 4 highest reputation sides from each league. So in the Championship we've got Newcastle, Norwich, Aston Villa and Brighton. From the second Bundesliga we've got FC Nuremberg, Hanover, Stuttgart and Bochum. From La Liga 2 we've got Gaddafi, Levante, Rayo Vallecano and Real Zaragoza. From Ligue 2 we've got Ajaccio, RC Lens, Stade de Reims and Troyes. And from Serie B we've got Hellas Verona, FC Bari, Carpi and Frosinone. Apologies if I've just butchered any of those pronunciations, or probably all of them. So if we take a look in game then and see who are the favourites to win, so we'll go to the season preview. So unsurprisingly Newcastle are the favourites to win the league, Stuttgart second favourites as well, big side from Germany. Levante third favourites with Norwich fourth favourites and Hanover are the fifth favourites. So I think looking at the season preview it could be quite a close run thing as to which league is the best. What we'll do is I'll holiday through the season, then I'll total up each individual country's total points and we'll declare a winner. So that is it, the season is done. Newcastle are champions, 82 points, 9 points clear of Norwich who were also promoted. Brighton won the playoffs to get to the Premiership as well after finishing 6th, so it was an English clean sweep on the promotion places. Aston Villa finished in mid-table in 10th place. The other playoff teams were Levante and then we had the two of the German sides, Hanover and Stuttgart, finishing 4th and 5th. FC Nuremberg were just outside the playoff places. Then the best placed French team was Ajaccio, who finished 8th. Gaddafi came in 9th. Mentioned Villa, and then Bochum were 11th. Verona were the highest placed Italian side, finishing 12th. Then Stade de Reims and RC Lens were 13th and 14th. Frosinone were 15th. Bari was 16th. Carpi finished in 17th. 3 Italian sides just managing to stay up. And then in the relegation zone 2 Spanish sides surprisingly, Rayo Vallecano and Real Zaragoza, and then the French side Troyes finished bottom of the pile. So we'll just have a look at the player, just a few player stats. So the top scorer was Chuba Akpom, who signed for Ajaccio on loan from Arsenal. He had 19 goals for the season. Tom Ahmed of Brighton had 18 goals. Ross McCormack had a good season with 14 for Villa. Gaetano Moncello for FC Bari also had 14 goals. Kevin Lasagna for Carpi had 13. Then Giuseppe De Luca had 13 as well for Bari. Then Roger of Levante had 12 and Javier Guerrera had 12 for Rayo Vallecano. Most assists in the season was John Joe Shelvey, 13, joint with Kevin Mulvald with 13 assists for FC Nuremberg. Christian Gentner had 12 in 3rd place for Stuttgart. Looking at the average rating then, Lazar of Newcastle had the highest with a 7.40. Matt Ritchie was second with a 7.32. Uwe Hunmeyer of Brighton had 7.27. Antonio Amaya of Rayo Vallecano had a 7.26, so good season for him for a relegated side. And then Anthony Webber of Stade de Reims had a 7.24. Most player of the matches was Bruno for Brighton with 8, joined with Matty James who signed for Stuttgart from Leicester with 8 as well. Alvaro Traver of Levante had 7. Then Mohamed Fofana had 6, as did Anthony Webber. So starting at the bottom we had Ligue 2 of France at 165 points. Serie B came in 4th, 1 point ahead of Ligue 2. with 166 points. We then had La Liga 2 with 196 points. Second Bundesliga had 232 points, and the Sky Bet Championship had 261 points. So clear winner. Not really surprising. 3 of the 4 English sides got promoted into the Premiership. The Liga were let down by having those 2 sides relegated. The Bundesliga did do well. They did have 2 teams in the playoffs, but they didn't quite have the consistency of the Sky Bet Championship sides. So there we have it. The strongest second tier in Europe is the Sky Bet Championship. Probably not surprising. Certainly the richest teams in there. Newcastle were by far the strongest team, as we kind of expected at the beginning of the season. German sides are pretty strong as well. There's some big sides down in that second Bundesliga with Stuttgart, particularly a couple of teams that really you would expect to be seeing in the top division in Germany. So if you've enjoyed this Football Manager 2017 experiment, please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you want to see more. I've also got a journeyman save on my channel where I'm currently at Oxford United. So I'm Fuddled Fox FM. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.